Question 51. Select the option figure which is embedded in the given figure X given below. Rotation is not allowed here. So A, B, C, D are options. So option B. So this figure is embedded in the given figure like this. So here, this region like this part, right? Therefore, option B. Question 52. Which number will replace the question mark in the given figure series? So the series is 97, 98, 106, 133, 197. We have to find the next number. So here the logic is first number is 97 and the second number 98 is obtained by adding 97 and 1 cube, which is 98. And the third number 106 is obtained when 98 is added to 2 cube, so which is 98 plus 8, which is 106, right? So, and the next number 133 is obtained when 106 is added with 3 cube, that is 106, 3 into 3 into 3, which is 27, which is equal to 133. And the next number is 197. So when 133 plus 4 cube is equal to 133 plus 64, right? So what is the next number? Next number is when 197 is added to 5 cube, it becomes 197 plus 125, right? Which is equal to 322. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 322. Question 53. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So, series is like this. Here in the first figure, the shape at the extreme right of the figure gets shifted to the extreme left of the figure 2. So here the shape at the extreme right is a triangle. So it gets shifted to extreme left of the figure 2. Whereas the shape at the extreme left of the figure 1 gets shifted to its next position. Where the next shape rhombus gets shifted to its next position in figure 2. Right? Whereas star gets shifted to its next position. So as we move along the series, every shape will be shifted to its next position. So look at the figure 4 where the position of the rhombus will be at the right corner. So extreme right corner. Whereas position of the star will be its next position, second position. Whereas a triangle is in its next position, circle will be at the extreme right corner. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 54. Select the option that is related to the third figure in the same way as the second figure is related to the first figure. So here in the first two figures, the oval shape and the quadrilateral shapes swapped their position in the second figure. So there is an interchange of the position of oval and the quadrilateral. So look at the second figure. Similarly, in third figure, so the shapes, the outer shapes will swap their positions in the fourth figure. So that is, so the square shape will come down as the outer image and the inner image will be as it is, whereas the rectangular shape will come up and the arrow mark will be as it is, right? Arrow mark will be as it is. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 55. Two different positions of the same dice are shown, the 6 faces of which are numbered from 1 to 6. Select the number that will be on the face opposite to the face showing 5. Here look at the figure 1 and 2. Here 3 is on the top, 2 is on the top in figure 2. So 5 and 6, 5 and 4. So in figure 1, 6 and 3 are adjacent faces. Adjacent faces to 5. Right. Whereas in figure 2, 2 and 4 are adjacent faces to 5. Since they are adjacent faces, They cannot be the opposite face to 5, right? Therefore, only the left number is 1, which is opposite to 5. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 56. Which two signs should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? So, given equation is like this. So, let us start with the first option. When divided by and the subtraction sign. Division and the subtraction signs are interchanged in the given expression. So the expression becomes 86 plus 5. Instead of minus, we are using divided by 42. Instead of division, we are using minus 28 into 14 is equal to, according to board mass rule, board mass. So let us start with the division first, and simultaneously you can go with the multiplication process also. So here 86 plus 5 divided by 42 is 0.12. 0.12 minus 28 into 14 is 392. So which is equal to 86.12 minus 392, which is equal to, so minus 305.88. So which is not equal to RHS, that is 7, right? So which is not equal to RHS of the given expression. So check with option B, where into multiplication and the addition signs are interchanged. So the given expression becomes 86 plus 5 becomes into 5 minus 42 divided by 28 into 14 becomes plus 14, which is equal to, again according to board mass, so division followed by multiplication. So 86 into 5 minus 42 by 28. So it becomes 1.5 plus 14, which 86 into 5 is 430. So minus 1.5 plus 14. So you can write, or you can, at the end, you can simplify, right? So which is equal to 442.5, which is not equal to RHS. So option C, where multiplication and the subtraction signs are interchanged. So the given expression becomes 86 plus 5 minus becomes into 42 divided by 28. So multiplied by 14 becomes minus 14 is equal to. So here 42 by 28, 86 plus 5 into 42, not 42, the division part, into, so 42 by 28 becomes 1.5 minus 14, which is equal to 86 plus 7.5 minus 14, which is equal to 79.5, which is not equal to RHS. Therefore, option D is the answer. Let us check with option D also. So, where multiplication and the division signs are interchanged, 86 plus 5 minus 42. So, divided by 28 becomes multiplied by 28 into 14 becomes divided by 14 is equal to 86 plus 5 minus 42 into 28 by 14 is 2, right? So 86 plus 5 minus 84, which is equal to 2 plus 5, which is 7, is equal to RHS. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 57. Ravindra pays rupees 4,160 as 1 year interest for the amount he borrowed from his friend at the interest rate of 8% per annum. How much money did Ravindra borrow from his friend? So here Ravindra pays 4,160 rupees as 1 year's interest. Therefore, simple interest, I is equal to 4,160 rupees. And the time period T is equal to 1 year, which is given. And rate of interest R is 8% per annum. So we have to calculate the principal amount. Principal P is equal to, we have to find. So we know that I, that is simple interest, is equal to PTR by 100. Substitute the values. Therefore, P is equal to 100 into I divided by TR. Right? Substitute the values. 100 into simple interest is 4,160 divided time is 1 year. R is 8%. So we'll get here 8 into 5 is 40. So 520 into 100 is 52,000 rupees is the principal amount that Ravindra borrowed from his friend. Therefore, 52,000. Option C is the right answer.
Question 58. Three of the following four figures are similar in a certain manner, while one is different. Pick the odd one out. So here figure 1, 2, 3, 4. In that, the figure 1, in which the sides of polygons are in figure 1. So it is a triangle which has 3 sides, and next is a pentagon which has 5 sides, and next is a hexagon which has 6 sides. So in figure 2, so a triangle 3 sides and a square 4 sides and a pentagon 3, 4, 5. So in figure 3, a triangle and one more triangle, and next is a pentagon. So in figure 4, so triangle and next is a square which has 4 sides and a hexagon which has 6 sides. So in these figures, except figure 3, in all the 3 cases, the sides of polygons are increasing, right? So in first figure, it was 3, then 5, then 6. 3, 4, 5 in the next figure. In the last figure, it is 3, 4 and 6. Only in figure 3, the first 2 polygons have same sides. Same number of sides. Therefore, figure 3 is the odd one. So which is option A. Question 59. In the following Venn diagram, the pentagon stands for sailors, the circle stands for females, and the rhombus stands for illiterate. The given number represents the number of persons in that particular category. How many female sailors are not illiterate? So according to the question, the pentagon stands for sailors, and the circle stands for females, and the rhombus stands for illiterate. Right. So here, how many female sailors are not illiterate? So the number has to be in the pentagon as well as in the circle. Right. So it must be the intersection of pentagon and circle. So what is in the diagram? Which number is the intersection of pentagon and circle? Number 34. And also it is given not illiterate. So here the rhombus is not under consideration, right? Therefore, number 34 represents female sailors who are not illiterate. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 60. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Here Brazil, South America, therefore Sri Lanka. So here Brazil is a country in the continent South America, whereas Sri Lanka is a country in the continent of Asia. Therefore option C. Question 61. Select the given pattern carefully and select the number that can replace the question mark in it. So here the pattern is like this. So in this there are three columns, first, second and third column. So in column 1, the first number is 25, right? So 25 plus the second number, 25 plus 14 into 2. So which is 35, 39 into 2 is 78 plus the second number, which is 14. 78 plus 14 is equal to the 92 third number, right? So whereas 14 is second number, first 25 is first number. Similarly, in the second column 2, where the first number is 52 plus second number is 16 into 52 plus 16 is 68 into 2. 68 into 2 is 136 plus second number, which is equal to 152. So apply this same rule for the next column also. Column 3, where first number is 40 plus 15, second number, which is 55, into 2, 110 plus 15, which is equal to 125. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 62. Select the correct mirror image of the given combination when the mirror is placed at PQ as shown below. So here, when the mirror is placed at PQ, the given figure looks like one image of 1 is like this, whereas S looks like this. M will be as it is, right? Whereas the next H looks like this. Whereas F, image of F will be like this. 2 will be like this. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 63. Select the option that is related to the third figure in the same way as the second figure is related to the first figure. So in first two figures, so figure 2 is obtained when figure 1 is rotated through 90 degree in clockwise direction. Right. Similarly, figure 3, when it is rotated through 90 degree in clockwise direction, it looks like an oval, and here two parallel lines and a vertical line like this, and horizontal rectangle and a triangle like this. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 64. A cube is made by folding the given sheet. In the cube so formed, which letter will be on the opposite face to the face having the letter F? So here in the given sheet of paper, so if a cube is formed by keeping H as bottom of the cube, if we consider H as bottom of the cube and let us fold the sheet of paper, then W becomes upper face of the cube. W becomes upper face. So H and W are opposite faces, right? So in that case, Q will be the front face and E will be the back face. So Q and E are opposite faces. So J will be the right face and F will be the left face. Therefore, the face opposite to F is J. F and J are opposite. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 65. Select the Venn diagram that best illustrates the relationship between the following classes: mothers, sales managers, males. So here let us consider a set of mothers, and another set of sales managers where some are mothers, sales managers, where some sales managers are mothers, or we can take vice versa. Some mothers are sales managers, right? So let us consider another set of males. So here some sales managers are males, or we can take vice versa. Some males are sales managers. Therefore, option C is the right answer. So this illustrates some mothers are sales managers or vice versa. Some sales managers are mothers and some sales managers are males. Question 66. Select the option that is related to the third number in the same way as the second number is related to the first number. So here 5573 is related to 20. So 8991 is related to which number? Here, the number 20 is obtained when all the digits of the number 5573 are added. So 5573, their sum is 20. Similarly, when all the digits of 8991 are added, we will get 27. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 67. In a code language, dynasty is written as NYDAYTS. How will respond be written in that language? So here, dynasty is coded as DYNASTY, is coded as. Here, the positions of first and third alphabets are interchanged. That is, in place of D, N is written, Y is as it is, in place of N, D is written. So positions of first and third alphabets are interchanged, whereas positions of fifth and seventh alphabets are also interchanged. Here in place of S, Y is written, and T will be as it is, in place of Y, S is written. So in the same manner, respond. Positions of first and third alphabets, in place of R, S is the code. E will be as it is, in place of S, R is the code. So whereas fourth letter is P, fifth and seventh. So here P will be as it is, in place of O. O is coded as D, and N will be as it is, in place of D, it is O. Therefore, SERPDNO. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 68. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So the series is like this. As we move along the series, number of lines in the middle of the figure is decreasing here. So in the first figure, number of lines is 5. In the second, it is 4. In the third figure, it is 3. So in the fourth figure, it has to be 2. Number of lines in the middle of the figure has to be 2. Now look at the arrow mark of first figure and the second figure and third also. So here position of the arrow mark is moving in anti-clockwise direction, right? And the arrow mark in turn is moving in clockwise direction, right? So in the bottom left corner of first figure, so in the bottom right corner of the second figure, look at the arrow mark position and also arrow mark direction, right? So direction of the arrow mark is changing in the clockwise direction, right? And also its position is changing in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, in the fourth figure, position of the arrow mark has to be at the top left corner, and the direction of the arrow mark should be facing west, like this, right? Come to the third image, that is square shaped image. So the position of the square shaped image is moving in the clockwise direction. So in the fourth figure, the position has to be the bottom left corner and the shaded part. So in the first figure, shaded part of the square is, so top part of or upper part of the square is shaded. So in the second figure, lower part of the square is shaded. In the third figure, again upper part is shaded. So in the fourth figure, lower part has to be shaded like this, right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 69. Select the option in which the given figure X is embedded. Rotation is not allowed. So the given figure is like this. So in option A, look at the option A. So the given figure is embedded here, a vertical line like this and a circle and two slanting lines like this here and one more here, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 70. 3 of the following 4-letter clusters are alike in a certain way and one is different. Pick the odd one out. So the positional values of the alphabets are written here. So here, option A, H, E, A. The logic is, so the positional value of H is 8, whereas E is 5. So H minus 3 is equal to 8 minus 3, that is E, the second alphabet, right? So the first alphabet minus 3 is the second alphabet. And the second alphabet minus 4. E is 5, minus 4 is equal to 1, which is the third alphabet, which is A, right? Option B, L, I, F. Here the positional value of L is 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. So which is the positional value of I, so which is wrong here, right? Hence option B does not follow this rule. So look at option C. Option C, TQM. TQM. Positional value of T is 20 minus 3 is equal to 17, right? Which is the positional value of Q, right? TQ. So the second alphabet, which is 17 minus 4 is equal to 13. 13 is the positional value of M. So TQM follows the rule. So option D, KHD. So positional value of K is 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. 8 is the positional value of H. So KH. And whereas H is 8 minus 4, which is equal to 4 is the positional value of D. So KHD follows the rule. Therefore, only option B does not follow this rule. Therefore, B is the answer. Question 71. Which figure will replace the question mark in the given figure series? 14, 17, 68, 73, 438. We have to find the next number. So the given series is 14, 17, 68, 73, 438. We have to find the next number. Let it be X. So here, the difference between first and the third number is 54. Right? Whereas second and fourth number is 56. So here 54 plus 2 is 56, or the difference between two consecutive differences is 2. Right? So here next step is difference between third and fifth number is 370. Right? Therefore, difference between fourth and the sixth number has to be 372. Therefore, difference between two differences will be again 2. Therefore, the last number has to be 73 plus 372, which is 445. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 72. 3 of the following 4 figures are similar in a certain way, while one is different. Pick the odd one out. So in the given 4-figure series, first, second and third figures in which pair of images are mirror images of each other. So here in first figure, first image is the mirror image of the second image and second image is the mirror image of the first image. Whereas in second figure also, so images are mirror images, right? So in third figure also they are mirror images of each other, whereas in fourth figure they are not mirror images. Therefore, option C is the odd one out. Question 73. A paper is folded and cut as shown below. How will it appear when unfolded? So the paper is cut at right top corner and left bottom corner, and it is cut at all the corners like this, right? So when it is unfolded, only at the top right corner and the bottom left corner, there will be 2 holes in each corner like this. And at the remaining corners, there will be 1 hole in each corner, right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 74. Select the option figure that can replace the question mark in the given figure to complete the pattern. So here, option A will complete the center part of the figure, given figure, and also the other parts diagonally and also at the corner, so that the given figure looks completely a symmetrical figure. Symmetrical. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 75. Which of the following option figures will complete the pattern in the figure given below? So the given figure is like this. It has 4 parts, first, second, third and fourth. So look at the third and fourth part of the figure, where the lower rectangular part is shaded here, whereas in fourth part, upper rectangular part is shaded, right? And there is a complete triangular portion, right, which has 2 right angle triangles, right? And also there is a middle rectangular portion like this. So in the second part, we have to complete the side of the hexagonal part like this, and also the middle line like a bisector, right? So in between there is a rectangular portion where upper part should be shaded like this. So here upper part of the rectangle must be shaded and the lower part will be left blank like this. And also the continued part of the straight line, that is vertical line, and also the horizontal line like this to complete the figure, and also the other side of the vertical line, and also there must be a rectangular portion in the middle like this. So the rectangular portion will be like this, right? And there is one more portion which completes the triangle like this, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 76. The length of a rectangular plot is 15 meter more than its breadth. If the cost of fencing the plot at the rate of 16.50 rupees per meter is 4,950, then what is the length of the plot in meter? So here given. So length of rectangular plot is 15 meter more than its breadth. So length L is equal to B plus 15. So length is 15 meter more than its breadth. And rate of cost of fencing is rate of cost of fencing is equal to rupees 16.50 per meter, right? And the third one is total cost of fencing. Total cost of fencing is equal to rupees 4,950, right? So here we are using the formula. Perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 times the sum of its length and breadth, L plus B. 2 times L plus B, right? So here, according to the question, length of a rectangular plot L is 15 plus B, right? It is given. So cost of fencing the plot at the rate of, so per meter, the cost of fencing is 16.50 rupees and the total cost is given. First, we have to find the perimeter of the rectangular plot, right? So cost of fencing, the perimeter of the rectangle is 4,950, right? So from that value, we have to find the length of the plot. So let us go step by step. The calculation part. Calculation. Here, length of plot is B plus 15. L is equal to B plus 15, right? And the perimeter is equal to 2 times length plus breadth, right? So what is breadth here? Substitute the value of breadth here. Perimeter is equal to 2 times, not breadth, substitute the value of length. B plus 15 plus B, which is equal to 2 times 2B plus 15. Perimeter is 4B plus 30. Right. So perimeter of the rectangle is 4B plus 30. Right. So according to the question, cost of fencing the plot at the rate of 16.50 rupees is 4,950. Right. So the next part, cost of fencing the rectangle or perimeter of the rectangle. You can consider cost of fencing the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to. So according to the equation 1, perimeter is 4B plus 30 into per meter cost is 16.50 rupees, right? So for the total perimeter of the rectangle, for per meter, if it takes 16.50 rupees, so for 4B plus 30 meter, cost of fencing the rectangle is the product of 16.50 and 4B plus 30, right? Which is equal to, so 16.50 into 4 is 66B plus 495. 66B plus 495. So what is the cost of fencing the rectangle? It is given 4,950. Right. Therefore, 66B is equal to 4,950 minus 495. It is 4,455. Therefore, B is equal to, after simplification, you will get 67.5. What is B? Breadth of the rectangular plot, right? So from the value of B, length is equal to, therefore, by combining these two, length is equal to B plus 15, which is 67.5 plus 15, which is 82.5 meters. Therefore, the answer is option A, 82.5 meters. Question 77. A man traveled the first part of his journey at 160 km per hour speed and the second part at 240 km per hour. and covered a total distance of 3,840 kilometer to his direction in 20 hours. How long in hours did the second part of his journey last? So here given. So speed of first part of journey. Speed of first part of journey is equal to 160 kilometer per hour. Right? So speed of second part of journey. Second part of journey is equal to 240 kilometer per hour. Right? And total distance traveled by man. Total distance traveled is equal to 3,840 kilometer. Right? And the total time taken, total time is equal to how much? 20 hours. 20 hours. Right? So here we are using the formula. To find the time when the distance and speed are given, right? Therefore, distance is equal to speed into time, or time is equal to distance by speed, right? So calculation. So there are two parts in calculation part. So let time taken to travel in the first part. So first part of the journey be x, right? So since the speed is in terms of kilometer per hour, let time taken in the first part of the journey be xr, right? Let time taken to travel in the first part. Is equal to xr, right? Then here given that total time is 24 hours, therefore time taken to travel in the second part of the journey is 20 minus x. Therefore, time taken to travel second part of the journey is equal to 20 minus xr. Therefore, so we know the value of time and speed. Therefore, distance traveled in the first part. Therefore, distance traveled in the first part is equal to distance, according to the formula, distance is speed into time. So in the first part, speed was 160 kilometer hour. Therefore, it is 160 into time is x. So distance traveled in the first part is 160 into x. Whereas the distance traveled in the second part, is equal to, so speed in the second part was 240 kilometer per hour. And the time in the second part was 20 minus x, speed into time. So according to the question, total time is 20 hours. Total time in the sense, so the time taken to travel in the first part and time taken to travel in the second part. And also distance traveled in the first part plus distance traveled in the second part is equal to total distance, 3,840. So substitute the value of distances, this one and this one. So we will get distance traveled in first part plus distance in second part is equal to, by question it is 3840 kilometer. 3840 kilometer. Therefore, substitute the values of distances 160x and 240 into 20 minus x is equal to 3840. Right? Therefore, let us simplify. 160x plus 240 into 2 is 4,000. 240 into 20 is 4,800 minus 240x is equal to 3,840. Therefore, so plus 160 minus 240 is minus 80x is equal to minus 960. Therefore, x is equal to 12. So what is x? Let x be the time taken to travel in the first part. Right? Therefore, according to the question, time taken to travel in the second part. So how long in hours did the second part of his journey last? So, therefore, time taken to travel second part of the journey is equal to 20 minus x. It is 20 minus 12, which is 8 hours. Therefore, the answer is option A, 8 hours. Question 78. The smallest number which when divided by 12, 10 and 11, leave the remainders 11, 9 and 10 respectively is. So here, let us take three numbers given 12, 10 and 11. And the remainders are 11, 9 and 10. Right? So the difference between the given numbers and the respective remainders. So the differences are, that means when we subtract the remainders from the given number, the respective number. So the differences are here 12 minus 1, 1, 10 minus 9, 1 and 11 minus 10 is 1. Therefore, the number is, the smallest number is the LCM of the given numbers minus the difference, because here the difference is constant, that is 1 here. Therefore, smallest number is LCM of 12, 10 and 11 minus the remainder, which is constant, right? So what is LCM of 12, 10 and 11, which is 660, right? Minus remainder is 1, this is 659, right? If you divide 659 by 12, then the remainder will be 11. That is one number less than the given number, which is 12. And also, if you divide 659 by 10, the remainder will be one number less than 10, that is 11. Not 11, that is 9. If you divide 659 by 11, the remainder will be one number less than the given number, that is 10. Therefore, the answer is 659, option B. Question 79. A and B each borrowed equal sums for 3 years at a rate of 5% simple and compound interest compounded annually respectively. At the time of payment, B had to pay 427 rupees more than A. The sum borrowed and the interest paid by B were. Here the given. So rate of interest R is 5% and time period T is equal to 3 years. Right? And also A and B borrowed equal sums. So here A and B borrowed equal sums. That means the principal amount given to A and B is same, right? So here we have to calculate the simple interest paid by A and compound interest paid by B, right? So here also given that the interest paid by A is less than 427. In other words, B had to pay 427 more than A. So B had to pay more interest than A. And that means the difference between interest is 427, right? So for that we are using the formula of simple interest is equal to PTR by 100, where P is principal amount, T is time period, R is rate of interest, and compound interest is equal to principal amount into 1 plus rate of interest by 100 to the power of time period minus principal amount, right? So come to the calculation part. Calculation. So in the first part, let us find the simple interest paid by A. So simple interest of A is equal to PTR by 100, right? So the principal amount, time period is 3 years, R is 15 by 100, which is equal to, so 3P by 20. After simplification, you will get 3P by 20. And also compound interest paid by B. So compound interest of B is equal to, according to the formula, principal amount into 1 plus rate of interest is 5 by 100 to the power of 3 minus principal amount, which is equal to P into 105 by 100 to the power of 3 minus P. So P, let us take P common, right? So 105 to the power of P can be written as, so 105 by 100 can be reduced to 21 by 20 when it is divided by 5, right? So 21 to the power of 3 is 21 into 21 by 20 into 20 into 20 minus 1. Here we have taken P as common, right? So after simplification, you will get, so 21 into 21 into 21 is 9,261. So 9,261 divided by 8,000 minus 1. So which is equal to 1,261 P by 8,000. So compound interest paid by B is 1,261 P divided by 8,000, right? So according to the question, come back to the question. So difference in their interest is 427, right? So let us find difference in the interest. So that is, here B has to pay more interest than A. Therefore, let us consider compound interest of B first. 1,261 P by 8,000 minus interest paid by B is 3P by 20. 3P by 20 is equal to 427. Do you agree? Now, taking 8,000 as LCM, so the numerator will be 1,261P minus 3 into 400, that is 1,200. So you will get 61P is equal to 427. 61P by 8,000. So after simplification, you will get P as 56,000 rupees. So the principal amount paid by B is 56,000 rupees. So first part of the question got over. The sum borrowed by B. Now we have to calculate interest paid by B. Interest paid by B is nothing but compound interest paid by B, right? Is equal to principal amount, that is 56,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 to the power of 3 minus 56,000. So we can go to the next step, that is 56,000. So we have the answer already. 1 plus 5 by 100 to the power of 3, which is here in this part, right? So 9261 by 8,000 into 9261 by 8,000 first part minus 56,000, which is equal to 8,827 rupees after simplification, right? So interest paid by B is 8,827 rupees and the principal amount is 56,000. Therefore, option D is the right answer.
Question 80. A vendor bought two varieties of tea, brand A and brand B, costing 15 rupees per 100 gram and 18 rupees per 100 gram respectively, and mixed them in a certain ratio. Then he sold the mixture at 20 rupees per 100 gram, making a profit of 20%. What was the ratio of brand A to brand B tea in the mixture? So here, cost price of brand A, cost price of brand A is equal to 15 rupees and cost price of brand B is equal to 18 rupees per 100, right? Per 100. And selling price of the mixture, that is A plus B, selling price is 20 rupees per 100 gram, right? So then making a profit of 20%. Profit is equal to 20%, right? So we have to find the ratio of brand A to brand B tea in the mixture. So for this, so let us go to the formula before finding the ratio. Formula to find the profit percentage. Profit percentage is equal to profit by cost price into 100. And one more formula to find the cost price. Cost price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percentage into selling price. Right? These two are important formulae. So, next, come to the calculation part. Calculation. So, when brand A and brand B are mixed, let us assume X gram of brand A and Y grams of brand B are mixed. Right? So, let X grams of brand A and Y grams of brand B are mixed. Right. So here in the question, for 100 gram of brand A, cost price is 15 rupees. For 100 gram of brand B, cost price is 18 rupees. So, cost price of 100 gram of brand A is equal to 15 rupees. So, at the same time, cost price of 100 gram of brand B is 18 rupees, which is given. So, therefore, so in the mixture, so X grams of brand A. So therefore, cost price of X grams of brand A is equal to, for cost price 100, so the amount is 15 rupees. Therefore, for cost price X, it becomes 15X by 100. Right. So for cost price 100, so the amount will be 18 rupees, right, of brand B. Therefore, cost price of Y grams of B. So in the mixture, there are Y grams of B, right? Brand B. Therefore, for cost price 100 grams of B, amount is 18 rupees. Therefore, if the cost price is, cost price of Y grams of B is equal to 18Y by 100. Consider this as equation 2, right? So now 18Y by 100 and 15X by 100. So now the total cost price of X plus Y grams is, so total cost price of the X plus Y grams means the mixture. Total cost price of the mixture X plus Y grams is equal to, so substitute the values. So for brand A, it is 15X by 100. For brand B, it is 18Y by 100. Right? So now our next step is, so what is given in the question? He sold this mixture at 20 rupees per 100 gram, making a profit of 20%. So our next part is selling price of 100 grams of mixture. And only 100 grams of mixture is 20 rupees and the profit is 20%. Profit is 20%. Therefore, cost price becomes. So if selling price and profit percentages are given, the cost price becomes, by the formula, cost price is 100 by 100 plus profit. 100 by 100 plus profit is 20 and the selling price becomes, it is 20 rupees. Therefore, simplify it, cost price becomes 100 by 120 into 20, which is 100 by 6. Cost price of only 100 grams of mixture is 100 by 6. Therefore, cost price of X plus Y grams of mixture, X plus Y grams of mixture is equal to, so what is X plus Y grams of mixture? So for 100 grams of mixture, cost price is 100 by 6. For X plus Y grams of mixture, it becomes X plus Y by 6. Consider this as equation 4. X plus Y by 6. Understood? So, cost price of 100 X plus Y grams of mixture is exactly same as equation 3. So, total cost price of the mixture X plus Y grams. So, we can equate these two by 3 and 4. By equation 3 and 4. So, we can equate 15X by 100 plus 18Y by 100 is equal to X plus Y by 6. Do you agree? Both are same. So simplify it. So 15X plus 18Y into 6 is equal to 100 into X plus Y. Therefore, it is 90X 108Y is equal to 100X plus 100Y. So which is equal to 108 minus 100 is 8Y is equal to 10X. Therefore, X by Y is equal to 8 by 10. In other words, it is 4 by 5. So what is 4 by 5? It is nothing but X is to Y is equal to 4 is to 5. So what is X is to Y? X is to Y? Yeah, the ratio of the mixture of brand A to brand B. So this is X is of brand A, Y is of brand B. So the ratio is 4 is to 5. Hence, answer is option A.
Question 81. An open cuboidal cistern is externally 1.6 meter long, 1.3 meter wide, and 53 centimeter high. Its capacity is 900 liters and its walls are 5 centimeter thick. The thickness of the bottom is. So here is an open cuboidal cistern. So here the thickness of the walls. So this thickness and this thickness of the walls, the whole thickness is equal to 5 centimeter, and length of the cuboidal cistern is 1.6 meter and width is 1.3 meter and the height is 53 centimeter and its capacity is 900 liters. That means its volume is 900 liters and this cistern is open cuboidal cistern, right? So we need to find the thickness of the bottom, this part, thickness of the bottom, right? Therefore, calculation. So here, length of the open cuboidal cistern is given 1.6 meter and the thickness is 5 centimeter, right? So thickness of the wall is equal to 5 centimeter and length of the cistern is 1.6 meter. So which is externally 1.6 meter long. Therefore, internal length is equal to, so including the thickness of the wall, its length is 1.6 meter. Therefore, internal length becomes 1.6 meter means 160 centimeter, right? 160 minus, so if this is the length of the cuboidal cistern, so minus 2 times the thickness, because so 5 centimeter is left thickness and another 5 centimeter is right thickness. Therefore, it is 2 times thickness of the wall. So this gives internal length of the cuboidal cistern, which is 150 centimeter, right? And also the breadth is given. Breadth of the cistern is 1.3 centimeter. So which is equal to 1.3 meters, which is equal to 130 centimeter. Therefore, internal breadth is equal to, so here 130 minus 2 times the thickness, which is 130 minus 10, which is 120 centimeter. Internal breadth is 120 centimeter. And what else is given? Height of the cuboidal cistern, right? So, height of the cistern is, which is 53 centimeter. So here, thickness of the bottom we have to find. So let thickness of the bottom be x centimeter. Let thickness of the bottom is equal to x centimeter. And here we don't have thickness of the top because it is an open cuboidal cistern, right? Therefore, internal height is equal to, internal height of the cistern is equal to 53 minus thickness of the bottom, right? 53 minus x centimeter. So here we have internal length, internal breadth, and internal height. And also we know the capacity of the cistern, which is 900 liters. So it is nothing but volume of the cistern, right? So capacity capacity of the cistern is equal to 900 liters, which is equal to, expressed in terms of centimeter, 900 into 1000 centimeter cube, right? So this is nothing but volume of the cistern. So what is volume of the cistern? Product of its length, breadth and height. So what is length? It is internal length. It is equal to 150, breadth is 120 and height is 53 minus x. 150 into 120 into 53 minus x is equal to 900 into 1000. Simplify it. So we will get, so take this 900 to the RHS part. So it goes to the denominator, or 9 to the RHS part. So 150, not RHS, to the LHS part, but into 120 by 9 into 53 minus x is equal to 10 to the power of 5. Yes, so it is nothing but so 50 into 40 is 2000 into 53 minus x is equal to 10 to the power of 5. So 53 minus x becomes 50, right? So here 10 to the power of 5 by 2000. So x becomes here 53 minus 50, which is 3. So thickness of the bottom. So according to our assumption, let x be the thickness of the bottom here. So which is 3 centimeter. Hence option B is the right answer. Question 82. A shopkeeper bought 1000 kg of rice, a part of which was sold at 10% profit and the remaining at a 20% loss. A loss of 11% was incurred on the whole transaction. What was the quantity of rice that was sold at 20% loss? Here given that quantity of rice bought, total quantity of rice bought is equal to 1000 kg, right? So let the quantity of rice sold at 10% profit be x. So let us assume, let quantity of rice sold at 10% profit is equal to x kgs, right? Therefore, selling price of x kg rice, selling price of x kgs of rice becomes, so here it is profit of 10%, therefore it is 110 for 100 kg of rice, right? So for 100 kg of rice, the selling price was 110 rupees. Therefore, for x kg of rice, the selling price, right? So it is 11 by 10x. Okay. So next part. Let the quantity of rice sold at 20% loss. In the question it is given, right? So let the quantity of rice sold at 20% loss be y kgs, right? Therefore, selling price of y kgs of rice. What is the selling price? So this amount of rice was sold at a loss of 20%, right? Therefore, so the selling price of y kg of rice becomes, for 100 kg, selling price was 80 rupees. That is 100 minus loss. For y kg of rice, the selling price becomes 80 by 100 into y, or 8 by 10y. Right? So consider this as 1, the second part as 2. Come back to the question. Also by the question. So here we have assumed quantity of rice at 10% profit is X, 20% loss is Y. And the total quantity is already given, which is 1000 kg. Also by question, we can write X plus Y is equal to 1000. Right? So consider this as 3. Right? So by 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. Right? So here is the selling price of rice at profit, selling price of rice at loss. Right? So in the question it is given a loss of 11% was incurred on the whole transaction. Right? Therefore, let us write selling price of 1000 kg rice at 11% loss. Right? By the question it becomes for 100 kg of rice, the loss is 11 rupees. Right? So it becomes, loss becomes 100 minus 11. Right? Therefore, 4000 kg of rice. So it is 89 by 100 into 1000. So it becomes 890. So consider this as 4. Right? So this 4 is equal to 1 plus 2. Do you agree? Right? The total selling price with the loss is equal to selling price of 1, that is x kg of rice, plus selling price of y kg of rice. Therefore 1 plus 2 is equal to 4. Equation 4. So substitute the values. What is 1? It is 11x by 10. 11x by 10 plus 2 is 8y by 10 is equal to 890. Right? Simplify it. So 11x by 10 plus 8y by 10. Consider this as 5. So look at equation 3. What is equation 3? So x plus y is equal to 1000. Therefore, so convert this equation 5 in terms of x and y. Remove the fractions. We will get 11x plus 8y is equal to 8900. Right? Therefore, equation 3 becomes x plus y is equal to 1000. Right? So multiply equation 3 by 11. We get 11x plus 11y becomes 11,000. Right? So this is equation 3. This is equation 5. Right? Therefore, equation 3 minus 5 becomes. So 11x plus 11y is equal to 11,000 minus 11x minus 8y becomes minus 8,900. So it gives 3y is equal to 2,100. So y is equal to 700. What is y according to our assumption? Quantity of rice, according to our assumption, quantity of rice sold at 20% loss is y. What is asked in the question? So what is the quantity of rice sold at 20% loss? Right? Therefore, it is 700 kgs. Therefore, Y is equal to 700 kgs. Option D. Question 83. If A's income is 35% more than B's income, then by what percentage is B's income less than A's income? Correct to the nearest integer. So, given that A's income is 35% more than B's income. A's income is 35% more than B's income. Right. So here, according to the question, by what percentage is B's income less than A's income? So here we are using the formula to find the percentage. Percentage income, right, with respect to A's income. Therefore, it is A minus B divided by A into 100, where A is A's income and B is income of B, right? So come to the calculation part. Calculation here. Let X be in B's income, right? So let income of B is equal to X rupees. Then income of A becomes, so A's income is 35% more than B's income. Therefore, if 100 rupees is the income of B, then A's income becomes 100 plus 35, because according to the question, 35% more than B's income. Therefore, if X rupees is the income of B, then income of A becomes 135 by 100 into X, right? Now, which is also equal to 1.35x, right? So, the percentage of B's income less than A's income, or we can say the difference between A's income and B's income and its percentage. Okay, let us directly go to the percentage. The percentage of B's income less than A's income is equal to, so what, according to the formula, A minus B by A into 100. So what is A's income? It is 1.35x, this one, minus B is x divided by 1.35 into 100. So which is equal to, after simplification it is, so here x is the common term, 1.35 minus 1 divided by 1.35, which is here x into 100. X and x will get cancelled, which is 0.35 divided by 1.35 into 100. So which is equal to 25.92, which is nearly equal to 26. Understood? So the answer is 26%. Question 84. A tank full of petrol in a motorcycle lasts for 30 days. If a rider starts using 20% more petrol every day, then for how many days will the tank full of petrol last? Here, let the quantity of petrol used per day be X. Let the quantity of petrol used per day is equal to X, right? So then the capacity of tank becomes capacity of the tank. So what is the capacity of tank? Which is quantity of petrol used per day into number of days, right? Therefore, it is 30x, right? So here, if a rider starts using 20% more petrol every day, so let us consider this as the first part. And if a rider starts using 20% more petrol every day, right? If a rider starts using 20% more petrol every day, then what happens? The new quantity of petrol used per day will be. So new quantity, then new quantity of petrol used per day becomes, so here if 100 is the petrol, amount of petrol, okay, then it's 20% more than the petrol, amount of petrol means 120, right? So if X is the amount or the quantity of petrol, then the new quantity of petrol used per day becomes 120 by 100 into X, which is 1.2X, right? So let the number of days be Y. Number of days. In the second case, when the rider starts using 20% more petrol, in this case, let the number of days be Y, right? Then the capacity of tank is, we know it already, that is 30x. Capacity of the tank is equal to 30x, right? So we can equate 30x capacity of the tank is equal to, here the quantity of petrol used per day into number of days, right? Quantity of petrol used per day into number of days, their product gives capacity of the tank, right? So we can equate 30x and the product of 1.2x and y, right? Therefore, so here x and x will get cancelled. Therefore, 1.2y is equal to 30. Therefore, y is 25. So what is y actually? It is number of days. So when the rider starts using 20% more petrol. Therefore, the number of days the tank full of petrol lasts is 25 days. Therefore, the answer is option A. Question 85. A can do a piece of work in 45 days. He works for 30 days and leaves. If B completes the remaining work in 5 days, then in how many days can B alone complete the entire work? So here, A can do a piece of work in 45 days. So let the total work done be amount X. Let total work is equal to X. So to complete the work, some amount of work has to be done. That amount of work be X. Whether it is completed by A or B doesn't matter. Let the total work be X, right? So A can do a piece of work in 45 days. So to complete this amount of work, A takes 45 days, right? So therefore, A takes 45 days to complete X amount of work. Right? So here, therefore, A's 1 day work. So what is A's 1 day work? It is equal to total work divided by number of days. Do you agree? It is total work divided by number of days. Right? So, here, another part of the question. He works for 30 days and leaves, but he works only for 30 days. So, A's 30 days work. 30 days work is equal to, if X by 45 is his 1 day work, his 30 days work will be X by 45 into 30, which is equal to 2 by 3X. Right? So, the remaining work remaining work is equal to. So in the next part of the question, if B completes the remaining work in 5 days, therefore the remaining work is, so the total work is X minus 2 by 3X, which is equal to, so X into 1 minus 2 by 3, which is 1 by 3X. So the remaining work is 1 by 3X. So this work is completed by B. So done by B in how many days? In 5 days. Right. Therefore, B is 1 day work. B is 1 day work. So his total work is 1 by 3x and number of days is 5. Therefore, B's 1 day work is his total work. That means the remaining work divided by number of days is 5. So remaining work divided by number of days. Right, which is equal to x by 15. So B's 1 day work is x by 15. That means x is the total work divided by, so what is 1 day work? In the sense total work divided by number of days. That gives 1 day work, right? Here B takes 15 days to complete the remaining work. So therefore, B takes 15 days to complete what amount of work? 1 by 3x amount of work. Therefore, the answer is option B, 15. Question 86. 2 years ago, the average age of a family of 5 members was 18 years. Right? After a new member is added to the family, the average age of the family is still the same. The present age of the newly added member in years is. So here, so 2 years ago, average age was 18 years of 5 members, right? So average age of the family is still the same. This is important. So we have to find present age of the newly added member. So for this, we are using the formula average is equal to sum of all observations divided by number of observations. Right? Here observations are nothing but their ages. Right? And number of observations are nothing but number of family members. Right? So solution. So average age of family of 5 members 2 years ago was 18 years, right? Therefore, sum of the age of 5 family members or all family members, member 2 years ago. So what is sum of the age? According to the formula, sum of the age is equal to average age into number of people, number of members of the family. So average age is 18 years into number of members is equal to 5. So 18 into 5 is 90. 90 means sum of the ages of all family members, right? So the sum of age of all family members at present. So the next part is sum of the age of all family members at present. At present is So 2 years ago, it was 90. Sum of the age was 90. Plus, in these 2 years, so every person's age is plus 2 years, right? So it is 2 into number of members, right? Which is 100. 90 plus 10, which is 100, right? So let the age of the new member be X. Let the age of the new member is equal to X years, right? The sum of age of a family of 6 member now. 1 is added, right? Therefore, sum of the age of 6 family members is equal to, so number of members 6 into their average is still the same. According to the question, the average age of the family is still the same. Therefore, it is 6 into 18, which is 108. Right? So, 108 in the sense, so sum of ages of family members at present, that is 100, plus 1 new member. Age of the new member is X. So, we can equate 100 plus X, sum of the age of all family members at present, plus age of the new member is equal to 108. Therefore, X is equal to 108 minus 100, which is 8 years. Therefore, age of new member of the family is equal to 8 years. Option A. Question 87. An amount of rupees 43,892 is lent to each of 2 persons for 3 years. One at the rate of 30% simple interest and the other at the rate of 30% compound interest, compounded annually. By what percentage will the simple interest be less than the compound interest received in this 3-year duration? Correct to 1 decimal place. Here, given. So the principal amount of each person is 43,892, right? So the principal of each person, P is equal to 43,892 rupees, right? So the first simple interest rate, that means simple interest rate for first person is equal to 30% for 3 years. That means time duration is 3 years. For 3 years. That is T, right? And the second interest, what is that? Compound interest rate for second person. Second person is again 30%, which is also for 3 years. Capital T, right? So here we are using the formula to find the simple interest, which is PTR by 100, where P is principal, T is time period, R is rate of interest, and the compound interest is equal to principal into 1 plus rate of interest by 100 to the power of time period minus principal amount, right? So come to the calculation part. Calculation. So the principal of each person is equal to 43,892, right? So principal P is equal to 43,892 rupees, right? So the first person on simple interest. So for first person, rate of interest is 30%, right? So simple interest of first person is equal to P is 43,892. Time period is 3 years. Rate of interest is 30 divided by 100. So which is, after simplification, which is equal to 39,502.8 rupees. So simple interest for first person is 39,502.8 rupees. So for second person, so let us consider this as first part. For second person, compound interest for second person is equal to, according to the formula, principal 43,892 into 1 plus rate of interest is 30 by 100 to the power of time period, which is 3 years, right? So 3 years minus principal amount is 43,892, right? Which is equal to, so 43,892 is a common term. So 130 by 100 to the power of 3, right? Minus 1. So let us go to the simplification, right? Here 43,892 into, so 130 into 130 into 130 whole divided by 100, right? So you will get minus 1. So compound interest becomes, can write it. So 10 to the power of 6. And in the numerator, it is 130 into 130 into 130, right? Minus 100. No, not 100, 10 to the power of 6 again, right? So after simplification, you will get 52,472.81. So compound interest for second person is 52,472.81 rupees. So what is asked in the question? So by what percentage will the simple interest be less than the compound interest received in this 3-year duration? So you have to find the difference between compound interest and the simple interest. So compound interest minus simple interest is equal to, compound interest is 52,472.81 minus simple interest is 39,502.8. 39,502.8. Therefore, it is equal to, which is equal to, so here 12,970.01 rupees, right? Therefore, the percentage becomes, so for compound interest 52,472.81 rupees, right? So the difference is 12,970.01. Therefore, for 100, which is equal to 24.7%. So the percentage simple interest be less than the compound interest is 24.7%. Hence option A. Question 88. The sum of two numbers is 26 and their difference is 14. If 3 times the larger number is divided by the smaller number, then the quotient is. Let us find the two numbers first, then we will go with the further steps. So let x and y be two numbers, right? So according to the question, their sum is 26. Then x plus y is equal to 26. And their difference is 14. X minus y is equal to 14. Right? So if x plus y is 26, y is 26 minus x. Substitute this value in this equation. Right? So y is 26 minus 6 minus x. Therefore, x minus y. X minus y is equal to 14. Therefore, x minus y is 26 minus x is equal to 14. So, it is 2x minus 26 is equal to 14. Therefore, 2x is 26 plus 14 is 40. Therefore, x is 20. The value of x is 20. Therefore, y is substitute, the value of x in any of the equation you will get. So y is 26 minus x, therefore it is 26 minus 20, which is 6. So here the larger number is x, smaller number is y. So come to the next part of the question. If 3 times the larger number is divided by the smaller number, let us consider this as first part. So go to the second part. 3 times larger number is divided by smaller number is equal to. So 3 times larger number is divided by the smaller number, then the quotient, which is equal to, what is 3 times larger number? 3 into larger number is 20 divided by smaller number is 6, which is 60 by 6, which is 10 is the quotient. Right? Therefore, the answer is option C. Question 89. The marked price of an article is 5,000 rupees. 3 successive discounts of 15%, 10% and 18% are given on its market price. The selling price of the article is. Here the given that marked price MP is equal to 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees. And the discounts are 15%, not minus, it is 15%, 10% and 18%. Right? So you have to find the selling price of the article. For that, we use the formula. Selling price is equal to selling price SP is equal to marked price MP into 100 minus discount divided by 100. So what is discount? It is discount percentage, right? Therefore, calculation. So we are directly substituting the values here. So SP, selling price of the article is, market price is 5,000 rupees into, there are 3 successive discounts. Therefore, 100 minus first discount is 15 by 100 into 100 minus 10 by 100 into 100 minus 18 by 100. Yes. Now you have to simplify it. So 5,000 into 100 minus 15 is 85 by 100 into 90 by 100 into 82 by 100. Right? So after simplification, so here we can cancel one. 3 zeros, 3 zeros. So you will get 3,136.5 rupees. Therefore, selling price of the article is 3,136.5, which is option A. Question 90. Which of the following fractions is the smallest? 11 by 12, 13 by 14, 12 by 13, 15 by 16, 19 by 20. So let us convert these fractions into whole numbers. So how it is possible? So in order to convert fractions into whole numbers, we have to find the LCM of the denominators given here, right? So to find the LCM, we need to know the prime factors of each denominator. So let us write the prime factors of each denominator as, so prime factors of 12. So it is 1 into 2 square into 3, right? So whereas prime factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7. Prime factors of 13, next number is 13 in the denominator. So since 13 is a prime number, 1 and 13. So prime factors of 16 are 1 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That is 2 to the power of 4. Whereas prime factors of 20, the last number, which is 1 into 2 square into 5, right? So here, by combining all these, the LCM of all the denominators here. Therefore, LCM of 12, 14, 13, 16 and 20 are, so here 2 least common multiplier, 2 to the power of 4 into 3 into 7 into 13 into 5. So which is equal to 2 to the power of 4, right? And 3 and 7 is the one of the multipliers, 13 and 5, right? So which is equal to 21,840. So if we multiply this LCM with each of the fractions, we will convert each of the fractions into a whole number, right? Therefore, first one, which is the first fraction, 11 by 12 into LCM, that is 21,840, right? It gives the number 20,020. So secondly, second fraction is 13 by 14. 13 by 14 into 21,840, it gives 20,280. So third fraction, 12 by 13. 12 by 13 into 21,840, it gives 20,160. Whereas fourth fraction, 15 by 16. 15 by 16 into 21,840, it gives 20,475. Whereas the last fraction, which is 19 by 20 into 21,840, gives the value 20,748. So here the least value is 20,020, which is 11 by 12. Therefore, the smallest fraction is 11 by 12, which is option D. Right.